Hey everybody, it's Alex or RCG Blade, and today I am bringing you that guy, right there. Who is that guy, you're asking yourself? Well, it's the name of this video. Over there I've got the Hiya Stylist Series Godzilla Vs Kong Godzilla figure. Now, let's bring this guy to the light. And remember, I'm going to show you guys some up-close views, so you're not going to have to rely on this camera view right here, which is mostly just meant to show off the sculpt, not really the paint. But here it is. It's a hefty figure. Feels very, very, very solid. And it's not going to look like this when you get it. Right off the bat, let's just get right into it. When you receive this figure, the tail will come separated from the figure itself. Now, I actually had quite a struggle getting this tail to fit. It's not like a ball socket, obviously. It is just kind of a plug and fit. I didn't have to hit it with the hair dryer, luckily, but I did stab myself a bit with the spikes because, like I said earlier, this thing is solid. I mean it. This thing is solid. It's sharp. Not really for little kids. I mean, something of this fine detail I wouldn't necessarily say is for little kids, but the sharpness definitely makes that a important factor to consider. But once you got that tail on, I mean, what you're left with is a pretty nice looking statue here. The paint is pretty good. It's similar to the Godzilla -1 Ichiban Bandai soft fix figure I reviewed earlier today. So you're essentially going to have this darker, kind of dark gray base color on the plastic, and then you're going to have some dry brushing of a lighter gray on this one. So it's essentially a two-tone gray. You're going to have some nicer details done. The toes are going to be painted black. You're going to have some details on the face. We're going to get into that later. Some details I kind of wish that they skipped on, frankly. And then you're going to have, this is interesting. It's kind of hard to get on camera. I'm hoping that with the settings I've set up, you can see it here and you'll see it in the pictures. But there's a hint of reddish brown, mostly at the base of the dorsal plates. But it's there. And I don't know, I kind of like it. It invokes a bit of a Godzilla 2014, mostly though Godzilla King of the Monsters vibe. Whereas the newer Godzillas, they tend to try and use like a kind of bluer color palette. Like for example, I've got here with me the Playmates 3-inch Godzilla Evolved. This guy is pretty blue. He's like a weird teal. I don't know why they went with that color because it's not necessarily accurate. I mean, then again, their last Godzilla figure was just straight up all black. So, I mean, I don't know. But I do appreciate the range of colors. I know he's not the most colorful guy, except for, I mean, if you look at my shirt, it's pretty colorful now, which I love to see, frankly. I love the new design, but until there's a figure like this for the new design, he'll have to do. Let's just get into the bad stuff now. The eyes. I talked about this, again, referencing an older video, but I talked about this in my -1 Ichiban review. The eyes, man. You won't be able to see it in this up close. I'm going to bring you a picture of it. But, man, his right eye is mangled. His right eye is just... The best way to describe it is it's melting. It looks like it's melting. It is just drooping out of the socket, which is such a shame because the left eye is so good. Oh, the left eye is definitely the best Monster vs. Godzilla eye I have seen on a figure in person. And then the right one is just... so close to greatness. The teeth also. I've seen other people's figures where the bottom row of teeth is definitely painted, but for whatever reason, mine has very, very little, if any, tooth paint application, which is unfortunate. I mean, these guys aren't the most expensive. They're not the most high-end. I got this guy for $59.99 on Toy Snowman either .com or .ca. I'll have that in the description. But just to be clear, they're based out of Montreal, Canada. So I don't know if they offer shipping yet to the US. They used to at one point, but it either is only Canada now or maybe also Canada and the US. But yeah, so it's not the most expensive figure. It's not like an X Plus or anything like that, and the size is definitely going to reflect that as well. But I mean, the sculpt is pretty good. The paint job is quite nice, except for the face. Everything else though, really nice. It's just really good to have like a hyper detailed Godzilla like this, and like -1 in the statue form, so you can really just, you know, peer over the design without having to see all these adjustments made for articulation. Just really get a nice look at this hard work that has gone into this creature that we have all come to love. So I'm really thankful to have this figure. I'm thankful to have it on my shelf so I can look at it, appreciate the art that it is. And I mean, I love this guy. I love Godzilla in pretty much any iteration, but I've got a soft spot for Legendary for sure. Legendary Godzilla, one of my favorites. So overall, I'm going to give this guy, I want to give it higher, but that eye really bothers me. I think I'm going to have to go with a 8. 8 out of 10 for this guy. It's going to be high anyway because it's Godzilla, and it's especially a Godzilla that I love. But I have to dock at least 2 points for that eye. It's just, it's unfortunate. And the teeth as well. Sorry, rather. 1 point for the eyes. 1 point for the teeth. You know, you'd hope to see better on a figure this size. And I guess I'll throw this in there too real quick. The quick size comparison I used in the last video. So in this size comparison, you're going to see my Diamond Select Toys Godzilla vs King Ghidorah 1991 Godzilla statue. And then you're going to have the Ichiban -1 in the middle. And then you're going to have at the other end, and on the smaller end, frankly, the Godzilla vs Kong Godzilla from Hiya. This Godzilla is not very tall. He's just around 7 inches. But again, it's a beautiful design. The sculpt is very well done. It captures his likeness very well. The paint job is great. For the most part, the paint and the details are great. For this price, I can't complain too much. So I'm thankful to have this figure. I don't regret the purchase. If you're interested in a guy like this, I say go for it. I have no regrets here. Lastly, we're going to go over the box real quick. So we got the box here. There's the front. So you got Godzilla Stylist Series up top, Godzilla vs Kong, Monsterverse, all that stuff. You got the Hiya trades in the corner. The side, you just got another image of that figure with some more trademarks. And in the back, just some general information about Hiya Toys and how to contact them. So that's going to be everything for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for checking it out. And if you're new, thank you for stopping by. I hope to have some more kind of Kaiju Godzilla stuff out soon. Maybe some more game stuff, we'll have to see. Just depends on where life takes me, you know. And hope life takes you guys somewhere good. That'll do it for today. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And see you in the next one. Bye.